I'm gonna go back and make sure that that was the one who was missing.
Yeah, no.
I don't think he's there.
He's not there.
Because he had a different color hair, right? He had like white hair.
It was like a silver.
Yeah.
So they already killed him. They don't want anyone who is going to object to anything at all. I mean, that's honestly your panic. And they don't want someone who will, under pressure or out of fear, panic. So even if he walked back what he said, doesn't matter. He already said it.
They gotta change the shape of the table. It can't be an octagon anymore. It just doesn't work.
Whole redecorator comes in.
Yeah. That was.
They hire Misa Misa to decorate.
Bro, I don't know where the show's going, man. That I can't predict. Like, it's so great, and there's so many random moments that I could never guess were gonna happen. This episode was insane, dude. So much happened. Matsu, I'm never calling him Matsuda again, snuck into the Yotsuba group and apparently didn't get caught until the very end. Is the Yotsuba group, like, complete? Are they idiot? Like, are they just not smart? Are they nothing compared to the genius of our team? Or, like...
I'm just surprised they didn't have more security.
Me too.
Well, they kind of knew he was there before he broke in and touched the door. Because they were talking about... I believe they were actually talking about killing him before he entered the room.
They were talking about killing someone. They didn't say it was him.
Okay. It would shock me if they didn't know he was in the building, especially that floor. Maybe that floor they have sensors on, since this is where they have their big important meetings.
Are we giving them too much credit because everybody else we've seen who has a death note is usually really smart?
I don't know if it's too much credit when they're a giant company with a lot of wealth, and criminals would probably go after them for that wealth as like, oh, I kidnapped you, so now your company has to pay me money. Like, and this is where the company secrets are probably discussed.
Yeah.
It would surprise me if they didn't have some level of, like, security. Obviously, Weddy said it wasn't great security, but she's also awesome and can even sneak into Elle's building, so...
Maybe the one who has the death note, we just haven't heard his, like, inner monologues, and he is, like, this is all part of his plan somewhat. I think it's this dude, man.
I also think it's that dude.
Based off of just character design and me being like, I could see him.
I also think it's him. It could be his plan all along to get all of them to suddenly...
Look at him.
Don't you think that could be his plan all along, to get all of them to do what the silver-haired guy did, so that everyone will agree to kill that person? So then it's all down to one person being in charge, or maybe two, and he can just kill that one person left,
Yes.
and then he's completely in charge of the company?
I have two guesses who it is. It's this guy or it is the silver hair guy. And that was part of his play so that the rest of the group thought the person who was actually Kira killed him, because they wouldn't know who the real Kira is, but actually he just faked his own death.
Interesting. I thought it was him or the glasses guy.
You get what I mean, though? Like,
yeah.
if that was his play, I obviously doesn't seem like
Well, that depends how they decided to kill him. Did they kill him in that room? In front of it? Oh, no. Like,
they don't
how
do
would
that.
the Kira do it?
Yeah.
I guess, like, the edit made me think it was the same night.
Oh, no, they said a week passed since
that.
Matsu invaded, or went in there, so it was probably at least a few days. But, I don't know, because I definitely don't think the Kira who was there would take out the notebook in front of people, like the whole idea behind its anonymity.
So it had to be a once everyone got home for the night, they killed him.
So if
it was the weekend, and Kira doesn't kill until the weekend.
So if it was the white-haired dude, he could be like, "Oh no, don't kill me!" And like, if he was crazy smart and like intentionally put himself in that position, so the rest of the group thought, "Oh yeah, the guy who is Kira in here killed him," but he really did himself.
But think about it this way: another way he could escape. Say he's not Kira. There's 7 other people who aren't going to talk about whether they are Kira or not. If he thinks they're going to kill him, he could go off the radar and see if he survives. And then everyone in the room, except for the person that was Kira, would believe that Kira killed him. But the person that's Kira could never say, I didn't kill him, because then he would out himself as Kira.
Yeah, but he
I'm just saying that's the way he could save his skin if he wasn't Kira.
Agreed, but I think if he wasn't Kira, he's dead. I think if he isn't Kira, the tone I got in that room is that they were going to write his name down. The only way he survives in my book is if he is the one with the book. But this man looks way too glorious not to be.
I know.
The one with
That's
the book.
why I was thinking it was him too. He's so like refined and reserved.
Well drawn.
Yeah, the others kind of seem like creepers, some of them, and I'm like, nah, it's not gonna be like a creepy guy.
I thought the glasses dude maybe at one point.
Yeah.
This
He's the
episode-
one that is hired the detective.
Which one? This guy?
The glasses guy.
Yes, correct.
So that's I find that interesting for if he's the one that's actually Kira.
Yeah. And Light dressed up as fake EMTs is the best thing that I could have never imagined. After watching the first 10 episodes of the show, could you have ever imagined that this is what we were ever going to see this scene?
If someone had like shown me this picture when I first started watching the show, I'd be like, what the hell, like, fan art is this?
Yeah.
This is not real.
Ugh.
Also, can we congratulate Matsuda on his acting?
Yeah.
He trusted them to catch him falling off of a building where he could have died.
Didn't really have any
Also,
other choice.
Gymnast skills?
Okay, that was really impressive. Not gonna lie, that was insane. I am just like, I'm bummed because I wanted him to do something, or even if like he got himself into trouble, it to be like a crazy valuable thing. I don't know how much he helped here. I know he listened in and confirmed, but even after he told that confirmation to Elle, he was like, "Oh yeah, that's probably right." Like,
I think he might have helped it go quicker.
Yeah.
Because they were about to send the con man in to try to become friends with the glasses guy. But to find out if he thought it was true that someone in that building was Kira. But now, since Matsuda got the yes, they were able to send Weddy in to hack into the surveillance. It's like it kind of sped through it. I really like the use of the con man, both as the fake Matsuda laying on the ground and then also to play the part of the detective that is actually Elle.
yes.
So I'm glad that they're still going to make
cannot
use
believe.
of that character, even though his original charm won't be used to befriend one of the Yotsuba higher-ups.
Can you believe that Elle is the first, second, and third best detective in the world?
That was the best thing ever. And he did that on purpose. I think he said, I wish I could like remember exactly what he said, but he was like, he did it.
That's how people who are investigating him, that's what they usually go for.
Yeah, so he like knows if someone's investigating him. I think that's so interesting.
I wanted to catch the other guy, the other name, the third detective that he has, you know? And
Deneuve?
Denois.
It looks French, maybe?
That was an awesome moment. Misa nailed it.
Yes.
Do you think Matsu, like, he still has the doubt in him?
I honestly I'm gonna think that he feels quite accomplished.
Well, I hope so,
with-
because he now can't be Misa's manager ever again.
Oh, true. Shoot, what are they gonna use him for now? I don't know if he thought
He
about
can't
that.
leave now.
He can't leave now, but also that was his like usefulness, was being Misa's manager
Yeah.
and keeping an eye on her. But now he might actually have to be the coffee boy.
There was a massive moment in this episode that I think can easily go overlooked.
What is it?
How Light was talking about
Yes!
himself being potentially Kira.
Amazing.
Because there's a tonal shift that happened in between the last few episodes and this one, of innocence to like actually being like, I felt at least like considering like, I could see why someone would do that, but I don't think I would do that,
Yeah,
right? Like,
I mean, it's completely makes so much sense too. The only reason he felt like he actually could do it to begin with is because he tested it and realized he could.
yeah.
And that's how he realized he could achieve the ideal world.
Yeah, and then like his convincing himself of no way that was me was that there's no way that somebody could do it and have no memory of it. Like that was his final like, oh, there's no way I could do it because there's no way I would have no memory of it.
Like, how could you not have a memory of literally
But
ending
if that
someone's life?
third party was there and it's like, oh, that's why you wouldn't have memory. I wonder if he'd be like, huh, I can see why it was definitely me. Like
I don't think that Light doesn't 100% suspect himself. I think there's part of Light who's kind of like, well, Elle had a reason to suspect me. It could be that I was under control. I think he's fully aware that it could have been him.
Agreed.
He's just wondering how it could be and him not have any memories. I think he's just trying to get to the how of how could he have been under something's control.
I agree, but I feel an underlying tone from him that is almost not as like, that's a horrible thing and I wouldn't do that anymore. And now it's more of like a more like understanding of why it could, like why he would potentially do that. Or like not just I could see why Elle would think that is me, but I could see why I would think that that's me, you know?
Well, his ideals have never changed.
Yeah.
He really does think that criminals deserve punishment and that the world would be safer for the innocent people and the normal everyday folk if they weren't constantly threatened by people. It is interesting, though, how he talks now, where he's never killed anyone. This light has never killed anyone. Even though it's the same light, he has no memories of it. He has no conscious level of him doing it. This light hasn't done it. I don't think this light ever would, unless he was given a death note. I really think that, like, the death note is the catalyst to light actually acting upon what his ideals are.
Yeah.
I don't think he ever would have gone out to be a vigilante or anything unless he had this magical power of a book that he could literally just write someone's name in.
Agreed.
And it happened upon him. It fell into his lap.
He planned on becoming a police officer.
So in his own way, he was going to try to catch criminals and enact his own form of justice, just on a more societal norm scale.
Yeah, but given the chance of the supernatural, he took it. And I don't know. I thought that was like an interesting note that stood out from the rest of the episode. You know what I mean?
I was wondering if he was going to tell Elle what he was currently thinking.
It worries me that he didn't. Like, it worries me for the sake of pure innocent light now. Like,
because that's almost a protection thing. Is he protecting himself by not telling Elle that he is doubting himself slightly?
I think so. Like, that's like, I think that there might have been like a little bit of like, oh, well, if I was that, like he's not fully thought through it. So his lack of transparency, even though it's not a complete thought, worried me a little bit. The acting in this episode was so good. We had like Misa, Matsu, we had Elle pretending to be Asahi, like on the phone. That was hilarious. And then he gave my man a strawberry and he was like, all right, put it in his pocket. What's he gonna do with it?
That's why they have him around.
Yeah.
Because he likes Elle's antics.
That was so funny that he put it in his pocket.
One of you can have this. You're welcome. Oh, yes, thank you, sir.
I'll give you the strawberry if you keep it a secret.
This is so freaking
And he doesn't
funny.
say anything, just grabs it and puts it in his pocket, keeps going.
That's probably the best scene in this episode.
Yeah. I liked Misa's outfit. I think the pink one out of the outfits are my favorite.
I also love the outfits, and I love the slippers they made all these, like, big, important businessmen wear. It was amazing.
I really thought Misa did an amazing job, man. I want to know what
She obviously
Elle
wasn't
told-
privy to this specific plan of Matsuda faking his death.
Yes.
She wasn't, like, in on that.
You don't
but
think so?
I don't think they would have called... She couldn't leave the room.
Okay, I get you.
So I think she...
Trusted with it?
If we think about it, he was drinking something. If she's the host of the party, she would have known what was in his cup.
Maybe she left her phone there on purpose so she knew that like Elle could come up with a plan. Because it was her phone that he grabbed to use in the bathroom.
Okay, so maybe she saw that and knew that he was going to go talk to them.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, obviously, where she noticed that it was fake, but... And she cheered him on for doing it. Obviously, she was like, oh yeah, no, he does this all the time. Like, she played the part to make it convincing that, oh, this is just one of his antics when he's drunk. Don't worry about it.
Who's the only one in this room keeping his cool right now?
Oh, you are so right. And he's standing kind of above all the other ones, not like flirting with the women or sitting on a couch. I mean, that could just be his personality. Because he does seem to be more of the reserved type.
I'm just saying, man. I'm just saying. I wonder if, like, Rem's standing in the corner or something.
I'm surprised they got all of them there.
I'm not, because they had, like, if one wasn't there, that'd be weird, right?
They'd think that one was the one that was Kira.
Yeah. This is a pretty good episode, man. I'm getting, like, really hyped up, but I don't know what's gonna happen. I don't know what to expect. It feels like, in the next, like, 5 episodes, maybe, like, we're gonna get really close to, like, the person who is using the Death Note. And I'm really excited to see how it's unveiled or revealed, you know?
I can't believe we can see their room on a screen now.
Yeah, that's huge.
And Wendy looked like a badass in, like, a full-on, like, suit, you know, on the roof. Awesome.
Are they gonna, like, start tailing each of them to try to narrow down who they think is.
They might try to use the con man to become friends with each one of them.
Yeah.
Because he's so, charming.
Weddy, that's her, right? She's cool.
They could probably use Misa and Weddy, though, too, to get close to some of... Because obviously some of those men seem to really be attracted to really cute girls. Weddy seems like she's probably, like, a hot lady. Misa, they already said she was really cute.
They won't... I think they're going to distance themselves from Misa after the manager died, right? Manager died. That's my reasoning for being like, is it a win for Matsu? Because, like, you've removed 2 of your playing cards. You've removed 2 of your, like, chess pieces.
Because now they'll have to pick a new person to become Misa's manager. Because we're still under the assumption that maybe Yotsuba might use Misa as a spokesperson.
Yeah,
even after all of this. But I'm not sure because they wanted to run away from the, like...
Exactly.
What happened. So, yeah, maybe they even lost the opportunity to have Misa become, like, something for the company. Yeah, you're right. They might have just lost 2 kind of people that could be used to help figure out who's Kira and infiltrate the Yotsuba company.
Which is a bummer.
Yeah.
All right, I think that's all I have you.
Yes.
Cool. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode with us. Please like, comment, and subscribe, and we hope to see you next time. There was a massive moment in this episode that I think can easily go overlooked. There was a massive moment in this episode that I think can easily go overlooked. That I think can easily go overlooked. That I think can easily go overlooked.